Hello crafty friends, let's get started with a new video here. I have these jars and I am going to make them into tissue holders. And so to make the paint stick better, you'll want to clean that off with some rubbing alcohol. I just happen to have some of the 70% here. They come in different strengths. I think as long as you have something more than 50%, you should be fine. Make sure that's good and dry. And did you see how dirty that cloth was? My goodness. Okay, so now just showing you, I'm just using some acrylic paint and putting that on with a brush. And another technique would be to use like a makeup sponge or some sort of a sponge and pounce it on. Sometimes the brush will leave lines and just wanted to point that out. And then I was going to show you this neat little, it's that glass thing that I've got my paintbrush on right now. So that's from Tailored Expressions, and I'm really enjoying this. I can link as to where to buy it. It was $10. And then so it makes it so you can pick it up. You know, I saved my paint. I picked it up and washed it off. And then it has these little grippy things on there. And so on a glass mat, it doesn't move. It's nice, you know, that it'll hold still. And so just showing you that, I thought that was a neat little gadget, or well, not a gadget, but you know what I mean. So again, back to pouncing versus using your paintbrush. This is the pouncing, and you can see a little bit of difference. And again, I did have to use more than one coat. Okay, let's get started with this little cutie. Is that not the cutest little print? Now these are larger napkins. These are like the large ones, not the cocktail size. And so I'm just showing you, it's way too big. You know, it'll overlap. And so I'll show you the process that I do to get this whittled down, if you'd say. So you can use the whole napkin, have both images on there, and have it really cute looking. Okay, so now I've cut that down and going to do a dry fit here just to see how much of an overlap we've got there. So it is quite a bit, and I was going, how much do I need to take off of there? And so I kind of went with a just a guesstimation and started out with just doing a 1/2 inch. And so we'll cut this in half. We're going to line those up perfectly against each other. That way we don't have to cut it twice. We can just cut both of them at the same time. Okay, like I said, I just measured a 1/2 inch on each end. And in centimeters, that would be 1.27 centimeters. And if you have a ruler or something handy, you can just use that and make a line. And so, like I said, both ends, and then cut it away. Okay, so there we go. We've got that pulled away. And then we're going to look at it again and do another dry fit and just see, okay, so where are we at? And I'm kind of holding it in place. And then thinking, okay, so I still have some overlap, but I believe if I were to go along the edges with some water and just pull it away, you want to do that anyway and make it kind of like irregular rather than that cut edge, because it'll blend a lot easier. So just put a little bit of water on there, and I did it for both of them. And just take and tear it away. Just take your time and pull it away so your edges are like wispy and irregular, you know, not extreme, but just enough to get that to, it'll come together a lot better now. And it'll blend, I guess. This never came through. I was just going to show you the technique of using double-sided tape and then you would put it on the back of your layer, and then you can pull them apart easier. This one happened to be just a 2-layer, but sometimes they're 3 layers, and so you want to get it down to your first layer, which is the image. Now I'm doing a quick dry fit, and it looks like it'll fit just fine. Now let's get busy putting it on our jar. Our jar is clean. We've cleaned it off with alcohol, and I'm just and painted it, and I'm just going to set it in this little nest of a bag of rice to kind of hold it, and just showing you how, go along and go up. You started your paper on there, the tissue, lay it down, and then just do little sections like that at a time, and then lay it down. And plastic wrap is very helpful when you want to smooth it out and not rip the tissue. And remember to get down way at the bottom of your glass where, right down there where it's at the end. You want that to kind of curl over the edge and cover it all up. Yeah, just kind of carrying on with flattening that out, taking your time. And I would suggest doing your entire jar in one sitting if you can. Otherwise, you could probably take a break at this point once you've got one napkin down. I just prefer to just keep going. The only thing is when you are rolling it, be careful of the napkin that you've already applied, that you don't rip it up on the bottom side, that you're not looking at that. And then just carry on. Yeah, and so it worked out pretty good. By the time I was done, everything lined up pretty nicely. Now we've got this overlap of napkin, and all I'm going to do is just wet that brush again with some water and just kind of tap it on there, and then just pull it away. Yeah, when it's wet, it's so easy to pull off. And then I just had some of the Mod Podge on my brush and just kind of brought those edges down. All right, you could do this cutting out by hand. I have these dies, so I decided to just use my machine. And I'm cutting out a circle with felt. You can get this felt, in Walmart or any craft store, that would have something like this. It's just that's the felt that comes in those. It's like an 8.5 by 11 piece. But if you got the dies, that works out pretty good. And that is a 2.5-inch die that works with this particular jar. And then all I did was just put some hot glue on there and press it down into place. And that's just going to give it a nice added touch to it so it doesn't clink on your furniture and stuff like that. Now, let's add the tissues. Now, these happen to be Kleenex, and I think it says to go on there. And, you can bring these little things in a car or whatever, but we're not going to use their container. We're putting it in ours. So you can see pulling that out, just try and keep it the way they had it, and then push it down. And then you're going to use that top to put right on top of there. It fits perfectly in those wide mouth jars. And so I have seen in other videos how to, rather than buying those little to-go things, you can, do it yourself on a regular box. And that would be worth looking into. The last thing I wanted to show you is just adding this varnish. And it gives it some shine, and then it gives it some protection so your tissue doesn't get ripped up, which I actually did one that didn't have it, and I didn't have any problems with it, but this is a nice extra touch if you'd like. So here are some other ones that I made, just showing you the napkin and then how it looks with the tissue inside. Aren't those fun? That was another large one that I had to bring down and make it smaller. And then this one with the chicken and the rooster. Such a pretty napkin. I will also put some sources for napkins on there because, boy, they are so pretty. It's fun to find them, and they're not even expensive. I mean, I probably got 10 napkins, which most of them you have 4 images on there, and less than $10 with shipping. So here's one I did that it was like in threes. You can see the 3 patterns there, and I had to add some green paint on the bottom. Here's the one we just made. That one is so cute. I appreciate you popping in and watching my video, and we will see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Bye-bye.